this is the best part. She's telling you how healthy it is for everything else except you.
Sustainable, I think is the term.
Right? Oh, it's good for the land. It's good for the environment. It's good. What about me? Oh, well. There's a new butter that's not made of anything natural.
Oh.
And it's from, because, you want to eat things that are neither animal nor a plant.
That's true.
Like when you were a little kid and you used to eat Elmer's glue. Remember how smart you used to be then? Remember that?
Yeah. Till RFK wants to take my glue away.
So they built. This is it. They've got a company in Batavia, Illinois. Batavia, which sounds like where Dracula goes in the summer. Batavia, Illinois, is making butter in a way you've never seen before. No animals, no plants, no oils. Because that sounds healthy, doesn't it? It's made out of not a plant or an animal.
Sounds sustainable, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, super. The sustainability-focused approach has the blessing and the backing of Bill Gates himself. Yep,
Ooh,
Bill Gates.
Blessed it and backed it.
Did they at least test this butter on prisoners first? I hope so. It looks, smells, and tastes like butter, we all know. But it's made without farmland, fertilizers, or anything.
Nice.
Nice.
Like Star Trek times.
So it's like a new Bill Gates Franken butter. And no, I don't mean L. Franken. I have no idea what he uses for lube. But
the blessing and backing of Bill Gates. It's the Epstein of butters, if you will.
Yeah. Well, here it is. This is the CBS Chicago report on this. You want to see it?
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
It looks, smells, and tastes like the butter we're all familiar with, but without the farmland, fertilizers, or emissions tied to that typical process. And this butter breakthrough, it's happening right here in Batavia. In the middle of an industrial park in a suburb west of Chicago, something unprecedented is happening.
So you're using this gas right now to cook your food. And we're proposing that we would like to first make your food with that gas.
Okay. Did she just say, instead of using gas to cook your food, why don't we just feed you the gas? Am I hearing this wrong?
No, that's what she said, isn't it?
It sounds... Well, let's listen more.
The company is called Savor.
The company's called Savor, Kurt, because I guess Poisoner was already taken. It's called Savor. Okay, here we go.
And you better believe it. Their pioneering tech uses carbon and hydrogen to make the stick of butter you see on this plate.
This is pretty novel to be able to make food that looks and tastes and feels exactly like dairy butter, but with no agriculture whatsoever.
And no long ingredient.
Yeah, because remember, that's all you need to know is how something tastes, right? Not what's in it or what it does to you. Just if it tastes. Does it taste like it? Then that's it.
I'll bet it doesn't taste like it also.
Okay.
List the average person can't pronounce.
It's really just our fat, some water, a little bit of lecithin as an emulsifier, and some natural flavor and color.
Oh,
how?
Natural flavor.
What? Where?
What? It's just, some emulsifier and some colors, some natural flavors.
Yeah.
Really? Is arsenic one of the natural flavors? I'm just asking.
Fats are made up of carbon and hydrogen chains. The goal here, replicate those chains without animals or plants. And they did it. They tell me to simplify. They take carbon dioxide from the air and hydrogen from water, heat them up and oxidize them. The final result?
It looks like a wax, like a candle wax at first.
But they're fat molecules, like the ones in beef, cheese, or vegetable oils.
Sustainability is why we are here.
It's all done releasing zero greenhouse gases, using no farmland to feed cows.
We're not at full capacity in this facility yet.
And even though we're standing in a factory setting,
And in addition to the carbon footprint being much lower for a process like this, right, the land footprint is 1,000 times lower than what you need in traditional agriculture.
So it sounds to me like this is the best part. She's telling you how healthy it is for everything else except you.
Sustainable, I think is the term.
Right? Oh, it's good for the land. It's good for the environment. It's good. What about me? Oh, well, all that matters is how it tastes.
Yeah.
Watch this. And
I know what you're thinking. I think we need to taste this.
I would love for you to taste this.
How does it taste?
actually, that's not what I was thinking. Actually, what I was thinking is, what is this going to do to me? That's what I was thinking. What kind of poison are they now telling me is good? Remember how long they told you margarine was better than butter? Do you remember that? Science told you that. Science told you that margarine was better than butter, and it turns out margarine is almost pure poison. Pure poison. It's all what is it called? Hydrogenated fats that are stable at any temperature, and they're bad for you, and they clog your arteries and kill you.
Yeah.
They're the trans fats and the hydrogenated fat. They're the worst things. Okay. All right, here we go.
Love butter, so I'm going to take a really healthy amount.
Admittedly, surprisingly, like butter.
Cheers.
It tastes like butter.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
I can't believe
We're
it.
tasting butter.
Another
And that remember, that's all you need to know is how something tastes. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know what's actually in it, what it does to you, how long.
Well, that people tell me not to drink antifreeze, but guess what? I tried it and it tastes great.
And that you were doing so well not researching any of the vaccines you were taking. So don't fall off that rocking hobby horse now and start researching the food you're eating. Just use a handful of science words you heard on TV and everyone's going to back off. Well, the molecules form chains and that's why I'm eating it.
Yeah. Did you see the amazing? I'm still getting my head around the scientific process of they take oxygen molecules from the air and hydrogen from the water. They heat it up, and now it's done.
And
It's a chain. Oh, that's how.
Cheers. The person who knows absolutely nothing approves of how it tastes. Isn't that nice? Are we going to have a follow-up report of what she looks like in a few weeks after eating this stuff? We're sad to report that our key reporter has somehow crystallized and become a solid statue. We're going to leave her in front of the building as a tribute. Hey, Bill Gates, how about making adrenochrome out of sewage wastes? How perfect is that? Am I right, folks? Come on.
reason
It's
they
made
say
from
this
carbon.
makes an impact, no palm oil.
No palm
A significant
oil. No palm oil.
contributor to deforestation and climate change. That's not all. Of the 51 billion tons of greenhouse gases emitted every year, 7% is from the production of fats and oils from animals and plants. So when
Yeah, I'm okay with that. How about that? I'm okay with that 7%.
None of this about how fat everybody is or
Yeah.
anything like that, right? I've never seen anything like this. There used to be like, well, it's good for your heart and whatever. You don't even come up in this.
This is amazing.
could you get a taste yourself? Right now, they're working directly with restaurants, bakeries, and food suppliers, releasing these chocolates made with their butter in time for the holidays.
Savor butter in either its current manifestation or with our partners. We expect that to be on the shelves kind of more like around 2027.
Their teams here in Batavia, Illinois, and their home lab base in San Jose, California, backed by Bill Gates, who wrote in his blog, quote, "The idea of switching to lab-made fats and oils may seem strange at first, but their potential to significantly reduce our carbon footprint is immense.
And he wrote that while flying on his private jet
Yeah.
to another WEF meeting where he wants you to live in a 15-minute city and eat bugs.
It never lands for tax reasons.
Yeah.
They refuel
It is keep flying it around.
Believing butter can make a difference."
This is really about how we feed our species and heal our planet at the same time.
Can you go up more when you say species?
Mm-hmm.
This is
What
how
species are these people?
our species.
This is like an alien is making a commercial for you.
Yes.
It sounds like some of The Simpsons.
Who talks like that? I just want to hear her say that again. I want to hear her up talk.
This is really about how we feed our species.
Our species? I can't even get up that high.
Why are you saying species like that?
Our species? Our species? And you know what? When I want to clear my arteries and my digestive system, Kurt, nothing smooths it out like graphene sand. Am I right? Come on, that's right. It's a desert storm of health shooting out of my ass, and I'm a changed man. At least my underwear is.
Yeah. I'm on the same diet, and I had a booster for lunch.
And this is, by the way, this has the backing of Bill Gates. So, you know, when Bill Gates blesses something, there's going to be human sacrifice involved.
Our species has to be sacrificed.
Our species? Let's listen
it's
to it
probably
again.
delicious.
This is really about how we feed our species and heal our planet at the same time.
Heal
I
our
I like how
planet.
she has
same
the
time.
she has the uptalk and the vocal fry at the same time. This is how we feed our species and save our planet.
Heal the planet. It's been damaged. It's got butter damage.
It's got butter.
Planet's got butter damage. You're gonna have to cut back
Information
on food based on food stuffs.
On food sustainability and how this could impact our food industry moving forward in the story that's up on our website right now, where you'll also find more information about this company. Reporting inside Saver's facility in Batavia, I'm Tara Molina, CBS News Chicago, investigators.
I like how CBS News Chicago investigators. I love that. I love that.
Yeah.
That kind of a shake head, a pause.
Do
Very
you like her hard hat for the butter the gas butter factory?
Yes. Yeah. So
What is that? It's dangerous.
So now let's go to let's see what the Matrix is saying about this. Dominic Michael Trippi, I like a guy with three names. He says, disgusting. God only knows what consuming entirely artificial products like this does to your body in the long term. Chrissy Meyer, friend of the show, says, pretty sure Gates found a way to put AIDS in this butter.
Yeah. I bet she's right.
I bet she's right. Yeah. Here's some other people. They said, Blakely, we're a fan of Blakely's. She says, it's so lame how conservatives only care about billionaire and corporate influence when it's a Democrat, but then when a conservative does the same shit, they're like, innovation daddy.
Does somebody else make that kind of butter?
I don't. So the only problem with her argument is that I don't know of a conservative who's making that butter that conservatives are cheering on. So I kind of get what she's saying, right? Because they cheer for Elon Musk, who's a billionaire, and they cheer for, I can't think of another billionaire that
I'm
people.
guessing she's vegan to talk that dumb way. That sounds like a vegan who's like, I don't eat butter anyway. Don't do that to your kids. They're gonna have bird bones.
It's funny how this Chuck Steak says, it's funny how leftards, I haven't heard that before. Leftards hate corporations and billionaires in general, but absolutely worship and trust big pharma vaccines and poisoning the food supply. It is funny. Ha ha. It is funny. Mark Wynn, 1432, says, liberals are also horrified by this stuff. You need to get out more. Oh, he's talking to Blakely. Yeah, I would consider myself a lefty, and I'm horrified by this stuff. It's not
I think the larger issue is them fighting in the Matrix for the amusement of these lizard overlords that are making natural gas butter.
It's Soylent Yellow. It's made out of gullible people.
Yeah.
And it's got a new tropical flavor straight from Epstein Island. How about that?
Yeah.
So come on, guys. Come on. Let's all calm down and huff some butter. Now, if it turns out that this is actually not harmful to you, which I can't, I would have to really see some science.
I still
on
don't
this.
want none.
I still don't want any of it.
Like, even if it's not harmful, go fuck yourself either way. How about that?
But I get how you want to, take the burden off of animals providing foodstuffs for us. I'm not against that. And if this turned out, by some miracle, that this actually is even neutral to your health, because butter's actually good for you. It's got, nutrients and stuff you need. You need fat, you need butter stuff, you need cholesterol, you need that stuff. I'm sure it has vitamins and protein, sure, too. It's got what? Butyric. Hey, didn't that thing come?
Oh, is it here?
It said it got delivered. If you check Amazon, it said they delivered it Friday.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen it.
Check our Amazon.
Does butter have natural flavors or not?
So I get that, and I get the urge to not want to have to rely on poor animals for our
That's
food
not what
supply.
Bill Gates is doing. It's not about animals.
But that's
He don't give a
not
shit
what
about that.
Right, Bill
It's
Gates.
about the climate, not the animals. His disgusting fake meat. You know what that's made from? Like calf abortions. They have to do an even weirder, crueler process to make that hideous urine meat they make in vats. No, the whole thing is carbon. Oh, there's too much carbon. Is he made of some other kind of material that I'm not aware of?
I'm carbon based. I'm carbon.
Yeah, so are the animals. He doesn't give a shit about the animals.
Yeah.
It's literally, they're pushing climate change. If you still believe in that, you are stupid. If you still buy climate change, you're dumb. You're dumb.
Well,
it's not a thing.
They just haven't looked into it like they haven't looked into anything. They didn't look into ivermectin or hydroxychloroquine or monoclonals or...
I didn't look into it. All I did was notice 25 years passed of none of the predictions coming true.
About climate change, you mean?
Yeah. I'm out.
Well, I know
the
that
Bible's got a better record.
That the more carbon, the more greenery there is on the planet. And greenery eats carbon. So I know that. So it's almost like nature has a system for this.
Why we want to cut down carbon, then we'd have less greenery.
We'd have less greenery.
Are you terraforming the planet for lizard people? That's the only question I have at this point.
So
lizards like plants.
At the very least, climate change is a lot more complicated than they want to make it seem. At the very least.
That's why they have to fly around in those
and
jet
that's
planes.
why they fly. And the people screaming the loudest about climate change are the people who are clinging to their private jets and their 450-foot yachts. People like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Mark Zuckerberg. They're not going to stop. They're not going to stop having 450-foot yachts with 4 giant diesel engines so they can go take a cruise on the ocean. They're not going to stop doing that. And they're going to take a helicopter to that thing. They're going to take
Larry Ellison
they're going
does?
to take a private jet to a helicopter to their yacht.
Larry Ellison has smaller boats that follow the yacht in case the basketballs from the basketball court go off the side.
Yeah, they have what they call a support
There's
yacht.
a fleet of basketball catching boats.
Yeah, it's called a support. When you have a yacht that big, you need a support yacht. That's where all the guys who run your yacht, that's where they sleep and live.
Yeah. That's where they eat their butter made from the gas that runs the boat.
Yeah. So, I do have mixed emotions over this, but after COVID, I ain't taking any of that. And then you find out the fake meat is, it's the equivalent of eating margarine. It's got all the bad fats and garbage in it.
It's essentially a tumor that they grow in a vat.
Yeah, it's like a tumor. It does taste good, and I ate fake meat for a couple years.
Not the kind that Bill Gates makes. You didn't eat. Did you?
I used to eat the Beyond meat. Right, we used to get it at home. I would get the Beyond sausage, and I'd put it on my pizzas, and then you find out that stuff is. So I'm all for anything that helps take the burden off of factory farming is repulsive, but that's capitalism, right? So it's not family farms. Anyway, I could talk about this all day. We got.
Hey, you know what? Before you go and invent new butter, how about we just have better infrastructure in America?
How about that?
I don't need new butter. We've got butter.
We already have butter. They're solving problems that aren't. They're solving things that aren't broken. They're fixing problems that aren't here yet. And if you like to hear my jokes about climate change, then I've got them. You can come see me in Rutherford, New Jersey, Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, Chicago, Louisville, Kentucky, Fort Wayne, and Appleton, Wisconsin. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. Over to stuff.
Hey, how's it going with the nitrogen emissions from those farmers in Europe?
Yeah, right. Remember that was
deadly the big nitrogen.
We got to close down Dutch farms because of the nitrogen. Remember that you got to fight climate change. We have to put Dutch farmers out of business. I don't think that's fighting climate change.
Because we have to shoot the most amount of Bill Gates butter gases into the atmosphere in one shot with Nord Stream 2. And so after Nord Stream 2, anybody talking about the climate, go fuck yourself. If the assholes that ran shit thought that was real, they would never have had the greatest man-made release of greenhouse gases just to make cheap, more expensive gas sales to Europe. If they really believed in it, they would not have done that. That's the number one thing man has ever done in the history of the world to put greenhouse gas was Nord Stream 2.
That's right. The people who scream about climate change, did the worst echo climate change disaster in the history of the planet. And they did it on purpose.
Now I got to not eat butter because you had to blow up a pipeline. Go fuck yourselves.
And, you know, all it takes is for one volcano to blow up. And all your battery-powered cars mean nothing. And again, if we all had battery-powered cars, our power grid would shut down because we can't even keep the air conditioning going in the summer in California without having blackouts and brownouts when it gets hot, let alone everybody having an electric car, which is the equivalent of, like, I've heard 20, it's like having, if you have an electric car, it's like having 20 refrigerators at your house. I've heard, you could check me on that.
Is there butter in that refrigerator?
There might be some fake butter in that refrigerator. Hey, what if you could delay your next 2 mortgage payments? That's right. Imagine putting those 2 payments in your pocket and finally getting a little breathing room. It's possible when you call American Financing today. If you're feeling stretched by everyday expenses, groceries, gas bills piling up, you're not alone. Most Americans are putting these expenses on credit cards, and there doesn't seem to be a way out. American Financing can show you how to use your home's equity to pay off that debt. You need to call American Financing today before you get to a point where you can't make those payments. Their salary-based mortgage consultants are helping homeowners just like you restructure their loans and consolidate debt, all without upfront fees. And their customers are saving an average of $800 a month. That's like a $10,000 raise. In fact, it's simple, and it could save your budget this summer. Call now before it's too late. 888-804-0303. That's 888-804-0303. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net/Jimmy. Come see us on tour in Rutherford, New Jersey, New York, Edmonton, Calgary, Vancouver, Appleton, Wisconsin, Rosemont, Chicago, Louisville, Kentucky, and Fort Wayne, Indiana. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets.